I definitely was born into being an artist.
Dior Ashley Brown, let's go!
I was inspired by both of my parents. Both of my parents are artists in their own right. My father sings and he's a visual artist, and my mother is a visual artist. She had some interest in architecture, and also she's a beautician. She's multifaceted, jack of all trades. That's how I get it. I get it from her. Jack of all trades.
Check.
Actually, when I was a kid, we're stationed in Germany for a little bit, and they used to call me Schauspieler, which means show player.
I can do what you do, easy, believe me. Front balance, give me heebie-jeebies. So while you imitating Al Capone, I be needing Simone and defecating on your microphone. Say what? And defecating on your microphone. Say what? And defecating on your microphone. Say what? Yeah. A hip-hop, hey. A hip-hop, hey. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you.
I'm Dior Ashley Brown. I had to think about how I wanted to say that. I'm an MC, I'm an actor, I'm a humanitarian, I'm an activist. I'm founder of the DC Music Summit. I lead a band. We got a creation, hip hop funk fusion that I've been putting out for a minute with my producer King Kai.
That's what I'm talking about now. Let's go. Yeah, okay.
At a young age, I knew that my art I would use as a tool for the humanitarian and the moment for change in me. So I already knew I wanted to save my people. And it's how my art was powerful in my own body and spirit that I can use it as a tool for change.
You think the earth is where you stand. You're in the palm of someone's hand. And that's why I love the moon. 'Cause it's always there for me. Every night above my window. And that's why I love the moon. Yeah. 'Cause it's always there for me.
It's always been on the top of my mind, liberation of my people. For us to know who we are in liberation, that's always a mainstay in my activism and in presenting myself to the world. Also, another part of that activism for me has been artists and making sure that there's equality for artists. You know, there are too many stories when I was coming up where I was learning about like TLC and their having a bad contract, or some artists not getting their record deals, or not having full ownership of what they do, being used by certain labels and companies. I wanted to find a space where we can get better informed and understanding our business and understanding how, so I created DC Music Summit so that I could have this conference that would and give us the resources that are needed. So I started in 2016 doing that. Also in the height of kind of building that up, here in DC, the gentrification was coming up. And so a lot of us were being constantly displaced. So much color happened in the city, but we can't own nothing. We don't have no space to live. We barely get gigs. We're kind of put in like seasoning, you know what I'm saying? But we're not ever really conditioned to thrive.
This is a journey. Just be a safe space. Hanging out with the vibe, I would take place. Just do your thing. Don't worry about the hate. I'm trying to gravitate up to the next stage. A higher vibration. You know the sensation. And then it comes to the condolity ain't waiting. We gotta do what we do and we not patient. Get the vibe and the light and I'm just going naked. I'm trying to go ahead and rock the beat. Gotta get my mind open and lead the currency to the third eye.
Just by hearing the soul of our city. Don't come here and get lazy and think that, you just gonna get your little hotel room or your new apartment and you gonna know what's popping. No, you gonna have to, get out here, do some footwork, do some research, look up stuff. A lot of people come here and think there was nothing here or there aren't any roots, but it's not true. Now we're creating things like the Go-Go Museum, and you can go to the DC Library, the Martin Luther King Library. Some of our Black-owned venues really try to hold into the culture and show what's going on. I mean, the Howard Theater is a Black-owned theater. Starting off as that, my grandmother used to go back in the day and see artists like Pearl Bailey. My granddaddy had a bike shop right at that store right there on the corner. My church is just to the left. I went to elementary at St. Augustine, and it's the church I was baptized in. My father sings in that church today with the choir. And right down here, my grandmother did hair all the way down 14th Street, and then she moved up to Hyder Salon on 14th and Corcoran right there. Here, I jammed right before the Don't Muse DC protest. I was out here with a group called Big Ugly Truck. We'd have the big old ugly truck, DJ spinning on the top, and me and my band rocking right here on this corner. And then after that, Don't Mute DC happened, and all these other activations, and and all of it is to say, celebrate or try to learn what you've moved into. It is on fire here. It is, and that's the part that actually is so frustrating, is that it's so fire here.
DC has a sound. DC has a style. DC has soul. Y'all, we gotta keep it funky. That means keep it 100, keep it real. No driving. Yeah. Dior Ashley Brown.
This is my Zesty story.